Time Saver Meals with Rachel. My co-cooks are Duke.
And what's up, Dad?
And what's up, Dad? We know he's going to do something ridiculous as I'm pointing to him with a knife. It's been a while since we've done one of this because we went through a couple of hard times with COVID. Not that we got COVID, but just the hard times of not being able to do what we used to do. And some of our meals weren't time saver worthy meals, like a salad bar, because you can all do that on your own. But tonight, we're making a family favorite called fried spaghetti.
And a tradition.
And a tradition. It is thanks to Aaron's dad, Papa. And it's super easy. You just take leftover spaghetti noodles, ricotta, pepperoni, and onions, a little bit of garlic. I know I had it out somewhere. Garlic salt, and
Olive oil.
well, olive oil to cook it, but did I get everything? Oh,
And the fridge says hello.
and our fridge says hello. And pepperoni. Did I say pepperoni?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, whatever. As you can see, the smorgasbord that is here. It's super easy. We started cutting since we realized that we're stopping and starting a bunch to so we can chop and get things ready. So we're going to heat the pan up. That's one of the most important things. And this recipe is a shout out to Papa,
And try the pepperoni over.
because Papa is the one, Aaron's dad, who came up with this tasty smorgasbord. And my dad has heard so much about it, he keeps asking when we're going to make a video of it. And so I told him it's coming this week, so we've got to do this. So we've washed our hands. The most important thing is we've got to get the pan, because the bottom layer of fried spaghetti is going to be a toasted version of the spaghetti noodles. Now, we all disagree on how to do this. Papa just does olive oil. Aaron likes to add butter. We're not adding butter. We're just doing olive oil, because this is my version, which he said sucks. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a liberal amount of olive oil, because we've got to put in the onions.
And I'm going to close up the butter.
Yep. We're going to saute the onions first. I forgot that part.
Saute.
Yeah, we got to saute the onions first.
That's the reason you use butter.
No, we don't need butter for onions.
For sauteed onions. Tastes better, more flavor.
No, because you're going to put the pepperoni in. We really technically don't even need the olive oil, because the pepperoni gives it a little bit of fat. So did you burn your arm? Then why are you rubbing it on me?
Because it's itchy.
Oh, because it's itchy. All right, so once again, to get back to cooking.
Oh, the fridge also says, get some more food.
Yeah, so our fridge, which likes to hum all the time. So we have the door slightly open a little bit, which Mr. Money Saver says we're wasting energy and money. So we're just gonna wait a second
Money saver.
for the onions for 3 minutes, because he's taking his time doing the onions. You're being a pain on purpose. You're not? Okay. All right, I never know. Sometimes he just likes to be a major pain in my backside. So,
What does that mean?
means that he purposely does things that he knows will frustrate me. We're making 2 batches as normal. So we'll only showcase on this one batch, but my family loves this so much that we make 2 batches of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just chop up the onions, because when we do this, we make both batches of the pepperoni and the onions at the same time. So, what do you think this tastes like, Elizabeth? Can you explain to them what you think? Come on over here.
It tastes like food.
Well, okay, great. What type of food? Chocolate food?
Ew!
Hot dog food?
Ew. It tastes so it has it sort of tastes not like a pie, but the crunch, so it has a crunch, and then it has a soft part at the end. So it's like a pie, but in the form of noodles. And you can taste, and then you can really just just blends really well together, and nothing's too strong, and it just tastes pretty good.
What do you think? What's your favorite part of it?
The ricotta, the noodles, like how it all just mixes together.
Okay. So, besides the onion and the pepperoni, our major big flavor is garlic salt. All right. We're going to add them all in, babe, because we cook both batches at the same time. So, we've added in both batches.
No worries.
And then we're going to let those saute for a moment, and then we're going to add the pepperoni. Now, we just use regular pepperoni. Use your own version. But I like to separate them a little bit so they don't stick together. So we're going to wait just a few minutes. So I just, on here while those are sauteing, normally I'm sauteing them. So in between stirring them, I just make sure these are separated so you don't get a big clump of them. My father-in-law uses really nice like deli pepperoni. And I don't think there's a difference in the flavor from his high-end pepperoni versus our cheaper version. Do you?
Nope.
Nope.
I don't know.
So we love this so much. When we have special birthday dinners at Papa and Papa's house, we ask them to make
Fried spaghetti.
fried spaghetti a lot of the time. So
Or they're really good. Yeah, they just have good food they make. I'm gonna say hi again. Hi.
she's going to say hi again. All right, so we're getting all the pepperoni. See how that's kind of come out in a bunch? We just don't get it snitching. We're a little hungry because it's 6 o'clock our time and we're just getting started on this. Today we had Cousin Day, virtual Cousin Day, where we got on Zoom with our cousins in Hawaii, our cousins who were only about 20 minutes from here,
And
Oma and Doc, that's my parents.
and we also and I got to talk to my friend, and we fasted today.
Yep, all that fun stuff. So, normal day during a pandemic here at the dollhouse. All right, we ready for these, Dolly?
And
He
now
just
you're
gave
gonna
me a disgruntled look.
add in the pepperoni,
Now we add in the pepperoni.
which is too bad because I will miss those.
Yeah,
Let
you'll
me
miss
do this.
snitching them.
Oh yay! I get another snitch.
So you only cook until the onions are sauteed and the pepperoni is warm. And then we're going to take those out and make a layer with the spaghetti noodles on the bottom. I'm going to grab the camera so you can see what the pan looks like.
Can I hold it?
Okay, get inside the pan, little one.
Okay, there you go. I got it.
Okay. Mostly all you can see right now is pepperoni, but
And
then
some onions.
but there's too many cooks in here. I like to stir mine as I go. He obviously likes to put all his pepperoni in. And then stir. Most of the time I make dinners and then he comes over and takes over the part he likes the best. It's wiggling, boo.
Sorry.
Okay.
I got it.
All right.
There you go. Okay, I'll hold it.
All right. Can you hold it still so it doesn't wiggle?
Yeah. That's
All right.
good.
And then tonight we wanted to have snow cones because we just got new flavors.
Uh-huh.
But we're not having those because it rained and it's a little bit cool here for the older people, meaning Aaron and me.
Yeah, but me
You're shaking
and
it.
my sister and brother think we should do it.
Yeah, but of course the younger dolls think we should do it. All right, so he's just stirring this around. You can see that the onions are pretty translucent. Oh, where's the cat? Your hand looks huge on here because I have it so close. All right. Then we're going to take these. Quit being a pain. We're going to take these out and put them to the side. And then put in a little more olive oil, not much. And put in the noodles. So our youngest left her iPad over here, so the cook is gone for a second. But you can see we have noodles here. This bag was full, but my kids got hungry and ate it for lunch. So I just made an extra batch in here for our other part of this. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and switch out and we'll be back in a second. Erin is cleaning out all the extra little bit of onions. We've left the pan on, as you can see from the smoke. And we wanna get the little onions out of it because they turn black when you do this. So he's just getting that out with a napkin. And then he's going to add more olive oil into the pan. And this is gonna be a liberal amount. And then you add some garlic salt. And as you can see, it's a liberal amount, and he's gonna stir, or he's just gonna do it that way. I stir it in, and then we put the noodles in, and then we coat them, and then we rest them down. So you can see that the garlic is put around the whole pan. And now he's gonna put noodles in, and then he mixes the noodles in the oil. Go ahead, babe. I'll get out of your way. So, all right. There's Elizabeth, snitching as usual. Aaron's so tall, I have a hard time getting him in. So I cut him off. All right, so the noodles go in. The pan's hot enough that it causes this sizzling sound. We had a few fall out, didn't quite make the pan, and now he's just gonna mix them in the oil. No, mix it in the oil, sweetness. Yes.
Just want to make sure it's totally in the pan. You don't have to mix it in.
No, I mix it in every single time. This is
Well,
where we
that's not
argue
where you
about
go.
how we cook. Since
where you
this
go.
isn't a recipe, it's only from Papa. We each have to go by our memory. Papa taught me to coat the noodles. And Aaron just likes to make up his own rules and just do it the way he likes to do it. But because these noodles weren't coated with any oil, they're gonna be a little bit drier than other noodles.
More stitching.
No more snitching.
Okay.
So then the next thing you
I
put
want
down
to
is the
try.
ricotta. And since we have one small container, can you tell me how many ounces that is, babe?
15.
So we're only gonna use half of it on one batch. So about 7.5. And what you do is you spread it. I put it on in tiny little globs because it's easier to spread without moving the noodles, but Aaron just drops one glob and breaks it up. So different cooks, different ways. But what you want to do is keep the noodles on the bottom and the ricotta on top of the noodles. So I like to dab it so it spreads more and isn't just as congregated. I'm gonna turn this down because you don't want the noodles to crisp yet, because you're gonna put the bacon in and you need, or the broccoli in. There is no bacon in this. Stay out of the pepperoni. There goes the pepperoni. You want the broccoli to be steamed because we just rinsed it and used it fresh. So we'll be back in a second because I forgot to rinse the broccoli. So the next thing to go on top of the ricotta is the pepperoni and the onion mixture, which is dripping. You want to spread that around. The onions kind of go to the bottom, so you have to work hard to get the onions. So if you're making two batches like we are, there you go. And then the next and the final thing to go on top is the broccoli.
No more.
I have
No
all
more.
3 hoolies down here
No more.
trying to get into the pepperoni. There goes Jordan. Duke and Matthew have all been in here. They all came down once they found out this is what we were doing. So as you can see, this is a definite favorite. All we're now getting is Aaron's elbow because he's putting the broccoli in. So basically what you want to be able to have, we're gonna cut this like pizza when it comes out. And you want to be able to have pepperoni, broccoli, and hopefully ricotta and as a bite. So we're on a lower heat so that the broccoli can saute. Aaron doesn't use the pan lids enough. He thinks they're in a different cupboard, so he's searching for them. Our lid was dented when we got it as a present, so it doesn't quite fit. But you want it just so that the steam will cook the broccoli. And we'll take a little break because it takes, I don't know, how long? 10 minutes you say, Aaron?
Maybe.
Maybe that long, maybe
5,
less.
10 minutes.
We'll kind of time it as we go, and we'll be back. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes cooking. I'm trying to do the video and lift the lid.
Here's a chair.
Okay, so you can see that the broccoli is turning a light green, which means it's already cooking.
Huh?
But what you really want to do, and you can smell it, I can smell the broccoli. What you really want to do is you want to just lift up a little bit and make sure that your noodles, I am all over the place, my apologies. See how you can see that they're turning a little bit brown on the bottom? You don't want them black, so you want to make sure that they're turning it. They are, but my broccoli's not done yet, so I am gonna have to turn it down just a little bit so my broccoli will cook a little more.
Yeah, you're doing it.
And put this on. Oh, and if you'll notice, Aaron added Parmesan. I don't add Parmesan. I let them add it at the end because I personally don't like it. I don't like the texture of it. But Aaron added it to the top. So, all right, we'll let the broccoli start cooking and we will check back in just a few more minutes. Okay, we're doing another check. Aaron's not really doing it. He's just lifting it off because I didn't record it the first time he did it. So we're doing a second take of another check. What are you doing, sweetie? So they know what they're checking for.
Checking to see if the broccoli's tender.
How close are we?
Not too close.
What's that mean?
5 minutes out, probably.
Okay, Dolly, the camera's on you. Do you have a smile for them?
Nope.
Like I said, it's a pain. So yeah, we are about 5 minutes out and it's honestly taken 18 minutes. So I turned the heat back up a little bit higher because I like the noodles crunchier. So, all right, took a little bit longer than we thought. We'll see you in 8, 5, 10 minutes. All right, Aaron said it's done, but then he's saying it's, what's the final verdict, chef?
It's done.
It's done!
Let's flip it.
Yay, yay! So I've got to scoot back for this and cut off Aaron's head so you can see how this works. We love his pretty head, but it's not going to be on. All right, this is where I like to call Aaron in because he does this the best. We might disagree on how to cook this, but we agree on letting Aaron take this. He puts the cutting board over the pan. This is a play-by-play countdown like a sports show of cooking. Then with his strong arms, we take it over to the counter. Oh, and he flipped it upside down and I missed the shot. Uh-oh. Our noodles did not do so well. I can't get a good shot of them. Here we go around. They stuck to the pan. Our pan's getting a little old. So we're gonna have to kind of, usually it comes out looking like a pizza, but there you have it. There's the noodles. Look at how beautiful.
Yeah, that's better.
That's normally what it looks like with a little fixing from our master chef, Aaron Dahl. Voila! You have fried spaghetti.
Let me cut it.
Oh, we're gonna cut it so you can see how to cut it. We have this big knife. We have found that this knife, what type of knife is this? I don't know. It's a big, thick knife.
It's a cleaver.
It's a cleaver. I just call them big, thick knives, long, skinny knife. Because obviously I don't know. All right.
Wait, I need to say something.
And you cut it like a pie. We're gonna plate it, and then Elizabeth gets the first plate of
Why
food.
can't I have the first plate?
No, because I made it.
Because Elizabeth cut broccoli. What did you cut,
What?
Matthew? What did you cut?
The pepperoni.
No, you did not cut the pepperoni.
Got the pepperoni.
Nice try. So,
You cut
the
the
first
cheese.
plate goes to Duke, our winner of the night.
Woo, woo.
All right, Dolly, are you going to
Oh,
plate
yeah.
it and let me
You
take
guys
a
are
picture?
sexist.
Oh, Matthew called you guys sexist.
Okay, move.
Okay, move.
Yeah.
Let's get Daddy a plate. Here,
Dad choosed it, and he's a guy. Matthew.
We're gonna do a green plate for aesthetics. You scoop it up like a pie.
Am I sexist? I'm not sexist.
Hey.
Okay.
All right, you can see the pepperoni, the ricotta, the yumminess on the plate. Oh, and the broccoli. I forgot the broccoli. That's pretty good. All right, Duke. Oh, now you can see our lovingly
Stop!
awful way we rig to do our camera. All right, what do we say?
Bon appetit.
Thank you for joining us, and bon appetit.
Woohoo!
Here's our second batch. It turned out much better than our first, but they were both tasty. We hope you enjoy this as much as we do. Bye. See you soon.